for today's cup of coffee. We'd be a little bit worn out because we had to do the weekly shoppings. So, yeah. And my sugar dropped. That's always fun. To sit there and go, I need to leave the store quickly. It's all right. I lived. You sort of get used to it after a while.
You get used to it.
You do.
Get used.
Hey, it did better. At least it just dropped down into the 50s rather than the 40s like it did the other day. Yeah. That's why I always...
You good over there?
I always carry a pack of nabs with you.
Have a stash of candy with you.
For those who do not know, nabs used to be a brand name for like these little crackers, snack crackers.
It's a fucking peanut butter cracker.
It is a peanut butter cracker.
Cracker sandwich.
So that's what we refer to them as, a company that I don't even think it's still in existence. But it has become legend. That's just like every kind of facial tissue is a Kleenex.
They still make Kleenex?
I know they make Kleenex, but I prefer Puffs when I can afford them. If you get those kind from the dollar store, they will take hide, hair, and all off of you. I mean, seriously, you will have no face left.
Great exfoliator.
They work well.
One grit sandpaper.
They work well.
It's a fucking brick.
As napkins, pop-up napkins is what they're
They don't
great
even
for.
work as napkins.
Well, that's true. You take 2 or 3 of them.
They fall apart with one drop of water. One drop of water.
Yeah.
Water.
It's okay.
Water.
So,
Water.
for today's cup of coffee, because this week has been extreme in the world, we're just going to be doing freeform today.
God.
And
God, and it starts again next week.
we're going to be talking about Poison.
Not the band.
It was a pretty good band, and it was a hell of a great song by Alice Cooper. That's one of my favorite songs by Alice Cooper. That video is just, yeah, typical Alice Cooper. Whoever did those videos there during that period of time, great. They were just great. So, he's not your typical... He's a very unique-looking individual. It's not about being a pretty boy. It's about being unique-looking.
I'm a fan of the music videos that came out of the 90s and early 2000s.
That he did?
No, in general.
Are we talking about Alice Cooper? We talking about Poison? Stay on topic. If I can do that... You were the
one that got into music!
Yes, I didn't take the Stratera today, so I'm easily distracted. So stay on topic. You were the one that forgot.
You got the fucking medicine, and I'm the unmedicated one. Now, what?
It's like he was supposed to pick up the keys to Mom's post office box.
It's fine.
We got out there, and I'm like, he's like, do you have the keys? I'm like, no, I don't have the keys. You were supposed to get the keys. And he's like, well, I left them laying on the table.
Well, then I left them on the table, indeed. I sure as hell did.
It's all right, because whatever's in there will stay in there for a couple of days. We've got a holiday coming up on Monday, so the mail will not run anyhow. If you shoot me with that rubber band, I'm going to beat you.
Rubber band? It's a bracelet.
I will beat you right here on camera. I will refocus it.
Try me. You're fragile. You're fragile now. I can get you now. Your days of sparring are gone.
Oh, don't you believe it. I will find ways to equal that.
Uh-huh.
But
Objects
anyhow,
do not count in hand-to-hand combat.
Let me tell you something. Like I said, ever bring a knife to a gunfight? You ever heard that one?
Yes.
Yeah.
I wonder where I heard that from.
Well, we're going to be talking about poison because we have so many different kinds of poisons going on in our world today. And there's a lot of them that people don't think about. They think about the GMOs or, fluoride in the water or all these different things,
Botox is technically a poison.
Yeah, it's botulism, isn't it?
It's from a mold. It's from a mold.
I think it's botulism. But we think about things like that when people, as far as poison. But what types of poisons people a lot of times forget are those that do come from the screens, that come from the airwaves.
Visual and auditory pollution.
Absolutely. That come from other people's. You got the psychic vampires. My God, these people are just, those people are thick. You can get around them in the store and you can just walk away. You can walk past them and feel drained. So you have just had...
That's energy vampire.
Absolutely. That's what I said. Where were you? I was just saying
like asleep.
God help. But it's like, do we drink the poison willingly?
Smooth brain gang, yay!
You've been in there watching that ignorance, the Johnny Depp ignorance.
Depp versus Amber Heard case. Team Johnny all the way.
Now, is that not a rather toxic thing? Is that not kind of poisonous?
It's watching someone that's toxic and poisonous get justice served.
Potentially.
Yes.
When the verdict comes down, then we'll know whether or not justice was served. And that will be, there were people, regardless of the verdict, was it just, was it unjust? Because it doesn't matter what happens, somebody somewhere is going to be pissed off because they choose to be. Now, these are people that most, normal people are never going to meet these people. These people, celebrities, they don't care about the normies.
For the first part, normies got to sit in the back.
Yeah. Yeah.
Did you see the one in the
I didn't. I can honestly say that I have not sat and watched a single minute of it. What I know,
you would have a good laugh.
No. What I have seen of it has either been commentators, you talking about it. It just shocked me that your brother had been watching it.
Oh yeah. Yeah,
Mr. Binary Code himself, I couldn't believe that. So I don't know. But could that be considered kind of poisonous? First of all, I think that's a distraction.
News in general.
I think that the whole Johnny Depp thing, I think that's a distraction to, it's like smoke and mirrors. It's like, hey, look here, while other shit is being done that people really need to focus on. Yeah. Yeah. We've got a lot of stuff that is supposed to be entertaining. It's sort of like a dog drinking antifreeze.
Well, the thing is, this ain't supposed to be entertaining, but it is.
But other forms of entertainment, I'm just saying. That it's like, oh, this is really, really good, till little by little it's killing you. Poisoning your spirit, poisoning your mind. That's the one thing about advertising. And several weeks later,
ago, how much music I have that you would consider poison.
Several weeks ago, we discussed about advertising and the subliminal things in there.
Oh yeah.
And as far as
popcorn, it's a single frame of popcorn.
What? Oh, the hot frames?
Yeah.
But advertising, what does it do? It makes you feel less than on some level so that they can sell a product. It wasn't always like that. It was simply, hey, we've got this. This is a good product. Buy it. It does this.
Well, see, that's what I take from most commercials now. If it's like, if it looks cool, like if the product looks cool, like if let's say it's a bottle of cologne or something, if it looks pretty, that's all that matters. I just want the packaging. Fuck what it smells like. I want the packaging. I want that good bottle.
Well, I tell you what, if you'll be patient on those good bottles, in 2 or 3 years you can find those at a flea market. For real.
Knockoffs?
No.
Or scammers.
Most people are not going to honestly keep the actual bottle after a certain point. You can look at those, flea market, yard sales, stuff like that.
I've been looking for a thing of, oh my god, what is his name? Terry Mugler. I've been looking for that alien cologne for 4 years now.
Okay. See, he's already been He's poisoned because he is convinced that he needs something that he doesn't need.
I don't need it, and I understand that I don't need it.
You've been looking for it for 4 years.
I want it.
So you're snagged. You've already been snagged. That's how it works. Think about it. Okay, advertisers, these poisoning people. It's like your teeth ain't white enough, you ain't thin enough, you ain't fat enough, you stink, your hair's greasy.
Well, if you stink, you do need a need for that. That soap is a need.
If you don't have hair, you need to get this product to grow your hair. I mean, it's
I will gladly give me all the products for hair growth. I will gladly eat that shit up.
All this stuff makes people feel less than. It poisons them so that they will go out and do these things. And the ultimate goal
I don't need an advertisement to tell me I'm less than, or I feel less than.
Well, now that's your problem. You are a poison and you need to get yourself detoxed.
I go to the store and I see everyone with a full head of hair and I'm like, I want that. I want that.
And this is a young person and he's one of the ones that they target. The underlying theme of all this is you're not okay. You're less than. Buy our stuff and it will bring you joy.
I don't want to look like an egg.
You don't look like an egg.
Say that to the top of my head. It looks like an egg within a nest.
And then we go with the rumination and we poison ourselves there. So it's like we're making the devil's job easy. He plants an idea, and what do? We just sit there and wrap it and wrap it and wrap it. Yeah. And it just builds. And to sit there and go, okay, is this truth? We also did several cups back about what is truth. And it's like right now, everything is so confusing. One person says this thing, another person says another thing. Nobody knows what to believe. Even if you're standing there in the moment, they being the lizard people, I truly believe that. I think it's reptilian agenda. That it is, we have been so gaslighted for people to say, don't believe your lying eyes. Now, those who have had paranormal and supernatural experiences or that have had sightings of UFOs or such, they've usually always had to deal with that. And that's where you got to stand your ground and go, I know what I experienced. Yeah.
Yeah.
And with the people that are wanting to poison you, turn it off. Seriously. Read a book. Make sure it's a good book. Listen to music without lyrics. That's like we were listening to the Ventures today and the Champs and good, just music, beach music. There's all kinds of stuff that's there. You've got a wide variety of classical music. If that's not your thing, listen to the theme from The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly. I'm not even going to try to pronounce the man's name. I haven't been able to pronounce it for... I mean, it's awesome.
Uh-huh.
Because lyrics can be positive. Now, we've been listening to positive music today. We really have. Because that it had been gray and rainy and all this stuff is just, like I said, again, with the poisoning. And you've got people... It's like the Jonestown Massacre, only on a worldwide scale. Yeah. And there's a lot of us that's like, I ain't drinking that damn Kool-Aid. And it's a matter of trying to smack the Kool-Aid out of the hands of those that we love.
Mm-hmm.
And by shit, they will grab it back so many times. And it's frustrating. And that's one of the things that Leo King has said quite a few weeks ago as far as some of the planetary alignments. And even I have had to back away from lately because do I really want to know? Because you can only prepare so much.
The people who are black pilled are poisoned.
Sure. So it's a matter of detoxing from all this stuff, which is actually what I've been doing for a bit. But he was talking about snake venom. That there was something in the alignments. I can't remember what it was right now. But it was a matter of snake venom. Which, again, with the reptilians. Yeah.
Snake oil.
That's a different thing. I wish it was just the snake oil, because all that would do is probably give you a little bit of diarrhea. But this other stuff will just, will kill you.
Yeah.
It's a matter of, is it slow or is it a fast?
We're all slowly being burned alive from the inside.
Well, that's okay. I mean, that's the natural process. What we're talking about that's going on is not natural. But do we make it easy? So, yeah, poisons. It's not just what you eat. It's not what you drink. It's what you watch. It's what you hear. It's what you think. There you go. Somebody can make a song out of that.
Party.
Yeah. And so for the next couple of days, detox. Go out if you can find, if you got some sunshine, even if you got rain, just turn off everything. Look and see the beauty that's around you.
Yes.
Find you a good book. Find you a good audio book if you don't like to read, or if you're having difficulties with vision right now.
Books can be poison too.
Well, a good book. That's what I'm saying. A good book.
Good book. What's your definition of a good book?
Well, that's going to vary from person to person.
Exactly.
But it's something that brings you joy. Yeah. It can be a spooky book and bring you joy.
Sometimes those of us have feelings that the only way we can properly process those feelings is by listening to music that has those feelings.
Yes, but give yourself a break from it. Yeah. It's not enough just to sit there, and once you identify the problem, you don't always have to sit there and focus on the problem. Find the solution. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
So give the brain a break. Don't pick on yourself this weekend.
Smooth brain gang.
Go out.
We got cookies over here.
Go out and find you a watermelon that has actual seeds in it. Those are the good kind.
Make sure it doesn't hiss at you.
Make sure that you have a place that you can spit the seeds. You'd be amazed.
Machine gun those seeds.
Absolutely. You'd be amazed at how much joy.
You use a straw and you go, poof.
Well, you could do that. But as far as just doing something silly, and that people out there going, I am not going to spit a watermelon seed. You haven't lived if you have not sat and eat a big ripe piece of watermelon and spit out the seeds.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you in an apartment or something, you got you sink, you got a trash can, neighbor's dog, something.
Spittoon. Spittoon.
Yeah.
So, you have a spittoon for seeds.
Right.
And he's trying to make that go.
Go out and get you a house plant. Something, little plant babies.
Not too many.
The plant babies bring joy.
They do bring joy, but don't
eat the plant babies unless that's called the produce section. We're talking about the kind
like the Rainforest Cafe.
I like the Rainforest Cafe. But don't eat the house plants.
Don't let your animals eat the house plants.
Don't let the animals, because they will barf, and
they will poison themselves.
Absolutely, they can be very poisonous. Some of them more so than others. But yeah, like I said, don't make the enemy's job easy.
Right.
So this weekend we're going to detox from the poisons.
Yes.
Yeah, because the more stuff that breaks loose, the less I listen to it. I might listen to some of it. I listen to commentators, their take on it.
Which also makes
one
her
of them.
black-pilled.
No, one of them that I really enjoy because he mixes the information in with humor, and the community is just, yeah. I've been part of that community for longer than I realize now, isn't it?
Yeah. Quite a few years.
Has it been years, really?
Yes.
Oh my God. Anyhow, those are my friends.
Yes.
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 So, poison.
Ooga booga booga.
Poison. Rather not.
Yes.
That's just like the difference between having a drink and, getting shit-faced.
Oh, that's liquor. Oh, that's liquor.
But you don't, like I said, you can have a drink. You don't have to get shit-faced.
Someone drank a bottle of sake for the first time.
Right.
And they were like, what could this be?
Oh.
So they just were like, goo, goo, goo.
Oh, no.
Oh, that's liquor. Oh, that's liquor.
They should have.
That is liquor. That is straight up liquor.
If somebody, now see there again, if they didn't know what it was, why did they chug it?
Because they had no idea.
Right.
They had no
Right.
idea.
Who does that?
They're like,
Who does that?
because it was a drink. And it just looked like a soda bottle. But it was sake. Sake. So they got it. It's like, oh, that's liquor. Oh, that's liquor. Straight up liquor.
Anyhow,
I don't like sake.
no poison this weekend.
Alcohol is
Just
poison.
sweet stuff. It is. If you use too much. If you use too much, anything can be poisonous. Water in excess can be poisonous.
Who was it that woman literally went dehydrated even though she drank water? Distilled water.
Oh, was that what it was?
Yeah.
And it leached the nutrients out of her.
Yeah.
I've
So
heard.
she literally dehydrated even though she was drinking water. Not vast amounts of quantities.
Make you some lemonade. There you go. Make you some lemonade this weekend. Put a little bit of sweetness. Not the antifreeze sweetness, but actual sweetness.
It's only sweet to dogs.
Well,
I like that good sweet lemonade. I don't like it too sour.
It's got to have that nice little balance, that tartness. Because, that's what makes it the lemonade.
Yeah.
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 So that was it. Don't poison yourself. Don't let somebody else poison you.
No.
Find out what it is you're consuming before you take a big drink.
Oh, that's liquor. Oh, that's liquor. I'd love that reaction, though.
If you've had experiences with a paranormal, supernatural encounters with UFOs, aliens, cryptids, poisonings, yeah. If you've got local, regional family myths or legends, send us an email, cupofcoffeewithscream@gmail.com, and the email address will be in the description box, so you don't have to remember it all at once. It's pretty easy. It's right there in the title.
Yeah.
But anyhow, it's okay. I mean, there's no spaces in between anything.
It's her username.
Well, yeah. Anyhow, it's not the Warlanda. It's just a cup of coffee with Scream.
Yeah.
It's all good.
Yeah.
Y'all have a beautiful, blessed day. Know that you are loved. Recognize, bring back a little bit of sweetness. Yeah. Not the bitter.
And if you like this video, don't forget to like, share, comment, and most of all, subscribe and click that notification button for daily notifications of our daily uploads. Thank you all. Have a good... Oh, that's liquor. Oh, that's liquor.
We'll see you on the next cup. Bye.
Oh, that's liquor.